The Philippine government, in partnership with the Department of Education, reached out for development among the young people in our country for global competitiveness. Hence, the emergence of the senior high school program. This program cannot guarantee employment. However, it creates opportunities such as the following. Standard requirements will be applied to make sure graduates know enough to be hireable. TESDA certificates will be made available. Partnerships with different companies will be offered for technical and vocational courses. And students will gain work experience while studying, and companies can even hire them after graduation. It is now vivid that students will be benefited out of opportunities being laid on scale. That's why Mambajao National High School strongly supports the implementation of this program, especially that a report from the Department of Labor and Employment relative to the job needs on the next 6 to 8 years has been made known. The carrying out of this program seemingly corresponds to what is being pointed out by the Department of Labor and Employment. As a proof of the school's advocacy to senior high school program, it has conducted career advocacy activities to help guide students in choosing their specialization or track. Moreover, it has managed also in the administration of student profiling, and the school even resorted to campaign for signatures in a wide range in support to senior high school implementation. Based on the data gathered, there were 1,285 signatories involving individuals from different walks of life. As part of its implementation, the school had already determined the number of incoming grade 11 enrollees by specialization. Based from the survey, it came out that there were 115 enrollees for general academic strand, 24 enrollees for accountancy business management, 128 for technical vocational livelihood. However, the school is not closing its door for enrollees from other DepEd schools and from the non-DepEd schools. Therefore, it is expected that the enrollment shall increase in number. The implementation of senior high school program does not end there. Rather, it continues through the appraisal of the current resources and the identification of the program needs. As per record, Mambajao National High School has the following current resources. The aforementioned existing resources are in reality cannot suffice the total needs of senior high school students. The reason why program needs shall also be declared and elaborated for a possible resolution. To follow are the school needs. After having identified the indicators, the school offered program tracks and strands with the utmost consideration of the availability of the resources in the area, the needs and the interests of most students, and the opportunities and demands of the community. These are the following tracks and strands being offered by Mambajao National High School: Accountancy, Business and Management, General Academic Strand, Technical Vocational Livelihood. This is how the school determined which tracks or strands shall be offered. First, the school carried out the internal assessments through survey of students, learners profiling, parents' preference, and career guidance. Second, it performed external assessments by way of industries and livelihood mapping, to wit, business establishments, government offices, religious institutions, and non-government foundations. Also included in the external assessment are the cultural and socio-economic activities. The aforesaid establishments and offices were made also as venues for immersion with accompanying memorandum of agreement. Another equally important thing to consider in the provision of qualified teaching staff for all tracks and strands. Currently, the school is having 17 qualified and available teachers. However, certain gaps shall be given prime priority, like for instance, the school's needs for additional qualified teachers with corresponding qualifications. Moreover, the school likewise seek for means and ways for the conduct of senior high school teachers' capacity building, trainings and workshops by tapping potential resources for its realization. The aforementioned gaps and needs were not considered threats by the school in the implementation of the senior high school program. Instead, they were considered challenges that will ignite the working force to move farther and end up victorious. The partnership that the school is establishing among the local government units, private sectors, and with national government offices could be an agreeable tool in addressing these gaps. After all, the determination of the factors to be considered in the implementation of the senior high school program, the school came out with a short list of senior high school, class programs, and partnerships. And in totality, the Mambajao National High School currently is at its verge in the implementation of the senior high school program.